Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Welcome and invite your friends. Today we have a very nice topic. It's good for kids, it's good for adults, and it's very scientific. Previously, in the previous episode, we showed you how Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, as a genius, he come with a story which is amazing, proven to be true, that a bunch of Jews who they live in a village in Ireland, and mostly it's in Hawaii, because I have a cousin, he is a Jew, he's from Hawaii. He told me he became a monkey, who did fishing in Saturday, and then Allah, he cursed them and he made them pigs. And he made all the fish disappear during the whole week, and Allah told them don't fish in Saturday, but Allah, he made the fish only appear in Saturday, and the fish jump in the top of the water and do like gymnastic, like ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, you cannot fish me. And then the Jews, they cannot fish them, you know. So but they became hungry, and there is no shawarma at that time, and there is no hummus. So the Jews, they cannot live without it. So what they do, they fish in Saturday because they have babies, they want to survive. So Allah, he cursed them for fishing in Saturday, and he made them pigs, as we showed you, that how Netanyahu became a pig, a monkey. Jack Shalom, he became a monkey. The wife of Netanyahu, look, she's in the front, she became a monkey. This is a true story, proven scientifically to be true. Today we have different story, brother. Today our story about the Jewish rats and pigs. Now the Jewish became pigs according to Muhammad, but Muhammad, he found that there is some of them, not all of them became pigs and monkeys. There's some they became rats. And that is absolutely proven scientifically. And how we can prove that? You see, Prophet Muhammad, he have his own way of observation. Prophet Muhammad is not like us. He's different. We have to admit, we have to agree. It doesn't matter how much you like him, how much you hate him. He is different. The way he talk, because he have a broken teeth in the front, so he don't talk like us. So he say, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And that make him unique. And people will love his accent wherever he go. But additional to that, there's more stuff Prophet Muhammad, he came with, which is fantastic and realistic. Just to show you how realistic it is, the story of Prophet Muhammad. If you look with me in the pictures here, and by the way, we want to say thank you for Mr. Abdul Aziz, the one who made this cartoon. Obviously he's an ex-Muslim, and he did a great job to help us to understand Islam. If you see this guy here, you see this is very realistic picture. How we can say this is very realistic picture? I mean, look at him. Look at him. Present the misery of that time. There is no Netflix, there is no internet, there is no dishwasher. I mean, you know, just forget. We can't compare, you know, very realistic. Look at this guy, he's sweating here. I mean, put yourself in his shoes. No air condition, no Lexus, no Toyota, no Honda, no Mercedes-Benz. So and the Prophet was observing everything, you know, and nothing can go around the Prophet without his observation. So the Prophet was observing a bunch of rats, and those rats were doing something very weird. Actually, something very suspicious. Now, for an average person like me and you, we will not notice what's happening. But for a person like Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he noticed something very, very, very important. Prophet, he noticed that rats don't drink camel milk. Now, how we can explain that? It's impossible to explain it for an average person like you and me. You know, an average person like you and me, you know, we can't explain anything. Like as an example, you are late and you are coming home late. How you can explain why you are late, not to your wife, to your mother-in-law? You cannot. She will get you busted, you know. She will hit you with a shoe. So you cannot do that. The Prophet Muhammad, he can explain anything. For him, it's like this, so easy, unbelievable. I mean, Prophet Muhammad, actually, he has written his name in the top most 100 influence in the world. He's number one. And in the book there, it says that George Bernard Shaw, he said, if Prophet Muhammad exists right now, he can solve all the problem of the world while he is drinking his coffee. And it's true. I will show you how we solve this problem. Here we have a problem, scientific problem. Prophet, he noticed that rats didn't drink camel milk. Uh-oh. But why? Why rats will not drink camel milk? I mean, think about it. It doesn't matter how much you think, you will not come with an answer because you are not smart. Let us face it. I mean, let us be humble and not to be so too much proud about ourselves, and so people can respect us. I mean, you might think that you have education, like myself. The only certificate I have is my driver license, but that makes me very educated compared to Muhammad. I mean, compared to some other people. So, brother, Prophet Muhammad was watching the rats, and the rat, he come. Actually, I was doing that too. I did my own experiment. Forget about it. It's mental thing. It's mental, experimental. Like the end there is a mental. I was in a Starbucks and I put a drink in the front of a rat, and this drink, was not a camel milk. He drank it. I was observing to see if the Prophet telling the truth. I put another cup of milk, have camel milk in it. The rat, he was shaking his head like, no, I'm not going to drink it. And if you notice, rats, they support Starbucks because it's owned by Jews. I mean, come on. That's another fact too. Starbucks, it's owned by the Jews. So they support Starbucks. They drink Starbucks milk, and it's not camel milk, supporting, the Jewish owner. So Prophet Muhammad was doing his own observation, and he come with something very, very important. We cannot deny. I mean, it doesn't matter how people who hate the Prophet, they try to make fun of him. You cannot. You have to respect this guy. So Prophet, here he was watching the rats, and he noticed that they drink camel milk. They drink milk of a cow or a sheep or anything, but they drink powder milk, like the one for babies. They drink it, they have no problem, but they don't drink camel milk. So Prophet, he thought about it because he's very knowledgeable, he's very knowledgeable Prophet. So he said to himself, okay, hold on. Zach Salom told me that we are Jewish, we cannot drink camel milk because it's forbidden. Eating camel milk, eating camel meat and drinking camel milk is forbidden in the Torah. And so let me connect the dots. Here the genius act show up. This is how you know when a person is a genius. He's born as a genius. He's not like us. I told you where is the word genius is coming from. It's coming from Prophet Muhammad. He used to have a girlfriend. Her name is Jean. So he'll call her Jean. She say yes, and this is where the word genius came from. That's very true. This is very. You can check the dictionary. Check the dictionary. Anyway, the same as Shakespeare. He was a Muslim too, and he was an Arab. His name is Shakespeare. Check the dictionary. Anyway, so brother, Prophet Muhammad was observing the rats, and the rats was drinking only sheep. They don't drink, as you see here in the picture. I don't know if you notice here. The picture here is making it more clear for you, especially if you are kafir. And I know, kuffar, those they are deaf and they are blind, as the Quran says. They don't see they don't even smell, crazy people. So here you see that it says in the cup, it says sheep. They drink sheep milk. They love it. I mean, like they're crazy. It's so go cruise. The second you put sheep milk for the rats, they like, they cannot stop. They can't even hold himself from drinking it. But the second you put a cup full of camel milk, the rat like, no, sorry. Like, what happened? Are you fasting? Is it Ramadan for you? What happened? I cannot. Come on, rat, aren't you thirsty? It's a desert. No, don't even try. So the rat, he insists he will never drink camel milk. So Prophet, he said to himself, oh, okay, you know what? The Jews don't drink camel milk. The rat don't drink camel milk. Obviously, those rats, they are Jews. Hello. And I mean, this is very, very, very unique. So Muhammad, he come to an understanding scientifically, because as we showed you the evidence, they don't drink camel milk. I mean, this is scientifically. So he come to understanding that obviously that the rats, those are Jews who disobey Allah, and Allah, He made them rats, and this is why so look, now they became rats, but still they are Orthodox Jews. I mean, look at this. I mean, you are a Jew and then you became a rat and still you are observing the Torah. How beautiful. How beautiful. And then, you know, the Prophet, he came with this hadith, or where it says here, this is Sahih Bukhari. They cannot say it's weak, and, you know, this guy is, you know. Actually, I did a translation for the Indonesian, so they can read with me. You know how good is my Indonesian translation. I will read for you in the Indonesian language. Excuse me if I make little mistakes here and here. Little, you know, because it, you know, my Indonesian is not perfect. As you know, like I speak 70 million languages, by the way, including Indonesian. Nabi Barakata Sekalamuk orange. Now you know where orange coming from. The first word orange came from Indonesian language. Take a note. Israel. This is where the word Israel coming from too. Okay. Terazid Tidak Da Yang Taha Aba Yang Merka Lakukan. You know, it's you know, this is about being lucky. So from time to time. Okay. Tetabib Yasaya Tidak Milahat Mererika. Just let it go. Okay. Kasuli. You know what? I say to myself, what is the word kasuli coming from? And now I know. Yeah. Anyway, so here again, the word marika is coming again. Okay. TikTok. You know, TikTok. Yeah. Okay, I will stop. Sorry. Because, you know, I did not wear my sunglasses, so I cannot see the writing very good. But I'm going to let my sister from Google to read for you the translation. Okay? Let us see.
Nabi berkata, sekelompok orang Israel tersesat. Tidak ada yang tahu apa yang mereka lakukan. Tetapi saya tidak melihat mereka kecuali mereka dikutuk dan diubah menjadi tikus. Karena jika Anda menaruh susu unta betina di depan seekor tikus tidak akan meminumnya. Tetapi jika susu domba diletakkan di depannya, ia akan meminumnya. Saya mengatakan ini kepada kapetik terbalik B yang bertanya kepada saya, apakah kamu mendengarnya dari Nabi? Saya bilang iya. Kapetik terbalik B menanyakan pertanyaan yang sama beberapa kali. Aku berkata pada kapetik terbalik B, apakah saya membaca Taurat? Yaitu, saya memberitahu Anda ini dari Nabi.
That's so beautiful. Actually, she made some mistakes, but later I will correct them, no problem. But here you notice, brother, okay, that she said here, apakah kamu mada negarinia dari, okay, Nabi. I mean, this is very clear. I think this is, I do not need to translate that part for you, all right? So here it says, saya, you know, let's see the question mark here. The Prophet always questions things. Always he questions things. He cannot stop questioning. He is like a question machine. Prophet Muhammad, whatever he saw, he questioned. He's a question machine because it's genius. You know, I told you he used to have a girlfriend. Her name is Jean, and her last name is Yes. You know. So anyway, so saya balangya kab malala. So if you are a Muslim now from Indonesia and you read this, you will be like, wow, how the Prophet knew this. It's so good. So good. It's so good to be true. We have to face it. I mean, who can deny this? How he discovered this discovery. You know, today we have laboratory, we have a comparator, we have all those crazy stuff, you know, and still we cannot discover this. Prophet Muhammad, little observation, he look at the rat, he look at the milk, he think about it, he put his finger in his nose, he got some boogers out, and he come with the conclusion, okay, they must be Jews because they don't drink milk, which from the camel. Jews don't drink milk from the camel, so obviously those are rats, who they are Orthodox Jews. Allah, he cursed them, and he made them rats. Any Muslim have a comment? Any Muhammadan have a comment about what your Prophet said, that he discovered that the Jews being cursed and became rats? And as you see, this is Sahih Bukhari, so we cannot say this is fabricated, etc. You know? Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me. Call me now. Call me now. Go to heaven right now.